Hello, this is Fox Astrology here with your opportunities for the day. Just gonna go ahead and get started. All right, here we are with Jades. Back to Jades, it seems. Haven't had Jades for a few days. This one is the 10, and seeing as you are facing this way, this is going to be interpreted as reverse. We actually got this card not long ago. I think it was maybe a week or so. This is talking about chance really coming into a situation and really affecting you, a relative, a member of your immediate family. This could be through some kind of sudden change of possession of something, could be changing hands. I think overall this is another one of those days of things really getting confusing, things really getting frustrating between you and someone else. So keep an eye out today, just on a practical level. I think I mentioned this the last time this card came up. Really be mindful of your ability to make a difference in the situation, to make a positive outcome yours. And how to make your outcome positive is really, honestly, it sounds cheesy, but how to make any outcome positive is to really be open to any outcome. When you're looking at this kind of struggle, this difficulty, this property or something changing hands, maybe it's something you didn't want to happen, maybe it's something you did want to happen, but it's happening, at a time that's not convenient for you. I feel like overall this kind of sense of determinism, or this idea of some kind of fate coming in and messing with your day, that's really the perspective that has to be adjusted here. Adjusting your perspective to somewhere more along the lines of, these are my plans and these are what happens. This is what I expect, because in comparison, when you go, this is what I expect, and this is what happens when you place these expectations, honestly, on anything. I know we're not perfect, we're not saints. We can't sit there and just not expect anything, not hope, not try to will something to exist, something to come into place, something to happen, something to organize in such a way. But ultimately, that's what the conversation here is for the day, is to expect something that changes, something that is immediate and close to your family, close to your heart in some way. It doesn't necessarily need to be biological family. It's just people who are the closest to you immediately. There's something that's going to change here. So for today, consider the difference in these approaches. Like I said, on one hand, you have what you expect versus what happens. And on the other hand, you have simply plans, ideas, opportunities that come your way, events that unfold, and you are simply there to watch them happen, to wait for the right opportunity to spring into action, to observe and be prepared. And that's really the key here. To observe, to be prepared, to be ready to spring into action when the moment is right. And knowing the difference between an opportunity that is right for you, for your preparedness, for your level of preparedness, for where you're at in life, knowing that that opportunity is right for you, or knowing that opportunity is for someone else. And being able to, honestly, to be happy for someone else getting that opportunity. Sometimes we like to judge, we like to say, it's it was their opportunity and they ruined it because of, I don't know, however they did it, their approach, what ended up as the outcome for them, the reason that they wanted it. We like to look into all of those things and to say, you know what, it was their opportunity, but it should have been mine. It was their opportunity, but they ruined it. Therefore, you know, the universe is wasting energy. So this isn't your area of expertise, just so you know. This isn't my area of expertise. I don't know what's right or what's wrong in all situations. I just know this situation right now. And I'm honestly guessing, and that's okay. It's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to guess. That's going with your gut. It's thinking, you know what, I don't really know what's perfectly the right risk-free response in this situation, but I'm going to go with what I believe to be is right. And that's the best that we can do. It's the best that we can all do. So go with that today. Recognize despite whatever happens today, whatever seems to be changing hands out of your control, maybe we're worried that there's this Mercury retrograde happening, things are going backwards, they're going forwards, they're going all the different directions. The idea here is to simply keep an eye on yourself, keep an eye for yourself for the opportunities that come your way, and be able to recognize when that opportunity is yours, when that opportunity must be let go so that somebody else can have that opportunity, because the timing is not right. And you have to know that for yourself, and the timing is not right. You have to be able to admit, I'm not ready for this opportunity. And that takes courage. Sometimes there's this fine line between knowing, you know, am I ready, or am I just supposed to be pushing myself to be ready because I really am, I'm just lacking confidence. And that takes self-knowledge. That takes going through different experiences and recognizing when you're pushing yourself too hard, when you're being, when you're trying to meet someone else's expectations and not your own, by your own standards acting, versus, you know, just honestly recognizing that the opportunity is not ready for you yet. So anyways, that's my little speech here. I hope this helps you. Take a look at the day as it comes to you. Be ready for those opportunities. Be ready to let it slide when you know it's not yours. Pass it down the river. Let somebody else take advantage of that. Let that spread and do the best thing. What I like to talk about a lot as a musician is just my personal experience, my personal injection of myself into this conversation is, as a musician, you work to develop the song. And for the song's sake, knowing when to refrain from adding more, when to remove yourself from the situation because you understand that the song does not need you, etc., etc. It's just like if you're, you know, playing together with other musicians, recognizing when you're needed and when you're not. It takes some experience. You have to actually try a lot of times, not knowing if you really belonged, to figure out by your own experience, by your own judgment, whether that worked or not, and then learning to be able to use that later on. So that's really, for me personally, that's something that I take away from it. So hopefully that helps you. I look forward to your feedback. Please let me know how today goes. Beginning of Mercury retrograde, I'm sure plenty of people are a little stressed about that sort of thing, but just relax, just recognize some things are not for you, some things are. Just try to gain experience in recognizing which it is from time to time, and we're all making mistakes from time to time. Even the most experienced people make the wrong decision. I shouldn't say the wrong decision, but they maybe overestimate their abilities or they underestimate their abilities. Even the most experienced people do this. So, I hope your day goes well, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.